A friend told me that the increased damage and attack and cast speed granted to allies and minions by the Necromancer's Commander of Darkness node is scaled by aura efficacy. This intrigued me. I'm still not sure if it's true or not, but it has led me on an interesting journey. To make the very most of it, I decided the only sensible thing to do was to cast every non-Vaal aura in the game. This took a bit of playing around in Mikalat, but I came to a conclusion it was possible, and not only possible, but let me empower every damage aura. The usual suspects are involved, every aura node, including the ones down at Duelist, Conqueror's Efficiency, Alpha's Howl, and Prism Guardian. The interest comes in with Victario's influence. By foregoing Shavron's Wrappings and Solara's Lorica, we can have Wrath, Anger, and Hatred boosted by up to +6 levels, 1 from the chest, 1 from the Corrupted Implicit +1 on the chest, which I've yet to get, and 4 from a level 4 Empower supported by the Corrupted Implicit +1. Not only that, they will be supported by level 30 Generosity. Another added benefit of this build, initially for me, was that all the gear was very cheap. We don't need any elemental resists from our gear at all, so we can go for simple uniques for basically every slot. None of the required gear here costs in the Exalts, and the only real place you can go broke is on the gloves or the amulet. Sintrek are especially heroic, providing movement speed, energy shield, and much required dexterity. Given that I built this in hardcore at first, where it still lives to this day, I was wary of defense and set about layering it. I didn't get very far, but I have Zealot's Oath for some resistance against ground effects, and Laurie's Lantern for the ineffable enemies are unlucky when damaging you. This left me with a problem which only surfaced when it came time to actually support someone. I had no movement skill and couldn't keep up. Given that I'm using Ephemeral Edge, I have the choice of Shield Charge, Whirly Blades, Leap Slam, Lightning Warp, or Flame Dash. Out of these, only Shield Charge has a mana cost low enough for my uses. I linked it with Fortify, faster attacks, and reduced mana, and was able to cast it for free with a single -6 Elrion piece. The elephants in the room are, of course, these 3 pink flasks that I have here. These are what make the build very silly. While these flasks are running, chaos damage no longer pierces my energy shield, but I only have 1 HP left. Luckily, shield charge is free. Unluckily, it's difficult to keep the flasks up when you're starting out. You have to practice to get into the rhythm. Upon learning of me doing this, a new friend in softcore told me to stop being so silly, and to use Shavron's Wrappings and summon Raging Spirits. I followed half of his advice. Please note, I have no minion nodes on my tree, only a couple in my ascendancies, which I only picked up today. I transitioned into SRS by means of simply socketing the gem, with help from reduced mana and another Elrion piece. SRS 2 was also free, and it is remarkably effective. Watch. Okay, so Dried Lake at level 87 isn't impressive, even if I am an aurabot. What about something a little more challenging? I cut the video off shortly for brevity's sake, but I completed this map soon after, without dying. If there's any interest in full map videos, I can post some more. Let me know in-game at Oddish, or in the comments if you want to help me be a YouTube whore.